Critical condition continues. They're now apologising to detective entitled to my power, imitating, saying sorry into my power for putting what he wants through court again. This is the second time in 10 years where they've done what they wanted again. They've replicated committing crime against me. They've arrested me last year for apparently sending messages to a South Yorkshire police portal, which was unbeknown to me. They never messaged me. They never contacted me. They never had any response whatsoever about these complaints. They turned up one morning and arrested me for it and said for 3 years you've been making these complaints and it's false or improper. They've not addressed it once. They've not addressed it once or said one thing once. So for 3 years I was sending messages all day complaining about crimes they've committed. They've never acknowledged it once. Every response bounced back. So it built up online on an online portal saying dismissed, dismissed, dismissed. They've turned up one morning, unbeknown to me, and arrested me saying it's false or improper. Now, they've put me through court in a controlled state, controlled me into going guilty for it, not said nothing to me, and they put a right load of shite through court again, and internally they're apologising, detectives committing crime, calling me a liar and saying sorry into my power. So they've again created their own crime, saying sorry into my power, a detective doing what he wants, humiliating my power, committing crime, saying sorry into my power. They haven't said anything to me whatsoever. They told me, we're arresting you because you've been sending messages to a South Yorkshire police portal. And internally, they're apologising, detectives calling me a liar, apologising into my power all day. So they're internally apologising into my power because they put shit through court again and expected me to... I'm not getting a solicitor. The fact is this. If they ever get caught, my complaint was about misuse of information. The complaint was for them misusing information. That's the complaint. And they've ignored it and put me back through court for the complaint and then done the same again. So the complaint is about them doing what they want. They've never acknowledged it, arrested me, incriminated me, put through court and done what they want again. When that's the complaint in the first place. Internal breaking sessions continues. Imitating detective constables, committing crime, apologising into our power, saying sorry, he gets away with doing what he wants, he commits what he wants, puts whatever information in the system he wants. Critical condition continues, stripping my power out with a detective being entitled to our power to do whatever he wants and apologising to our power for committing crime against me from the system. Imitating, overpowering me as a detective constable, putting whatever information he wants in the system and apologising to my power for it. Problem still continues, critical condition. Relativising, arresting me last year and saying sorry for it because he's done what they've committed crime against me again, which is exactly why it made no sense at the time, because they're putting shit in the system and doing what they want. Critical condition still continues. Detective constable apologising into my power for committing crime against me last year, doing what he wants. Problem still continues. Imitating, overpowering me and committing crime against me from the system. Problem still continues. Just going back to my tent at 4 in the morning. No sleep, in a critical condition with my entire life, snagged into a detective, apologising into my power, causing catastrophic and horrific torture. Problem still continues.